You know, I'm not sure when they added this, but apparently through F5 you can like go through glass panes now and it doesn't like just do this as it originally would. Pretty sure that's new. Anyways, hey, we're back in Craftblock. Quite interesting, I know. We're here today for three reasons. One, just like look at that pyramid. Is absolutely massive. Two, I need iron, and this is the iron shop that oil company has been patronizing quite a bit, so, you know, might as well get some iron while I'm here. Because, you know, I'm not low on iron, but I should just, you know, do with some more. And thirdly, is we're going to be building a shop later in this episode because we are on the final 50 days of this craft block season. We are meant to build a player shop because MateyMaps has set up a 50-day event where every day something new happens. Obviously, nothing big happens on every day. It's only like, you know, something big every about week or so. That's missing. So, yeah, to start us off, we have to build a player shop that will be, you know, judged on March 11th. Anyway, we need that iron for compasses, and quite a lot of them too. That's 70. Oh, so we're crafting compasses because we need a lot of maps. And we need a lot of maps because, well, I'm building a map room. Oh, right. I'll get to that in a second. This wall used to be really empty and have nothing on it, so I whipped something up in creative and just like plopped it in here. So now we are going to have a map wall of, you know, the surroundings here. As we come to the end of the season here, we're just gonna, you know, try and tie up some loose ends. So, you know, that build wasn't technically finished because, you know, that big wall was just sitting there. And I wanted to put something there, and now we have something to put there. Now, it's not going to be a very easy feat to map out an 11 by 7 area, but it should be made quite easier by items like Rudolph's rocket, which is what we got last time at the very end of episode 24. So it allows us to move quite fast. We can also use our elytra and jetpack and other sorts of means of transportation, but the hardest part of this is just going to be coordinating everything. So there you go, there's our house and that tiny little island that's been there forever. I guess I should address that. I have a resource pack that I forgot I installed, and it's just been terrorizing me for a bit. And it's, I guess, you know, there. I finally turned it off. There you go. So now we're in a new section, and boom. Unfortunately, our base is not aligned to the grid in such a way that would allow it to be in the center. So we're going to have to make a judgment call on whether we want it to be, you know, centered here or centered here. So I'm probably going to say over here. So there we go, first two. And it's probably just going to be a lot of ocean if I'm being honest, but I think Spawn Island is over here somewhere. I don't know if we'll reach it though. And with one rocket to spare, we have finished it. Hey, just pretend that exploded. Yeah, we live in a bit of a icy wasteland with, you know, islands dotted about to the northwest. And if you look over here, that's actually the taiga that can be seen from spawn. So that's where, you know, Meaty Marvin lives and that whole community. So yeah, I was actually unaware that we had such a expansive snow biome to our south. I mean, it's quite large. And actually, if we look just up here, that tiny little landmass right there is a jungle. So I thought that was interesting. I always knew that there was a jungle above the taiga, but you know, it's interesting to see how close it is to our base, relatively speaking. And it's also interesting to see how small our base is in comparison to the rest of the map. And also, if you're wondering, that blue little square there above our base, that is a ring of glass that lets in sunlight to this main room, which is how I lit it up, because sunlight permeates as a level 15 everywhere, so it's quite good. Seeing as we're trying to finish things up, I think it's about time we put a cap on this industrial area. I am going to build a farm here, don't you worry, or, you know, maybe 2 or 3 depending on how I feel, but I was just gonna build this wall real quick. You know, maybe if I just look at this wall, the wall just manifests itself, you know? Just, you know, so I don't have to put in like an hour of work gathering concrete. Oh man, would you look at that? That's just incredible, man. Shit, that totally didn't take too long. Unfunny bit out of the way. We are over at the player shops to continue with, well, player shops. So, I've not really shown profits on camera, but we sell a lot of golden carrots and a lot of rockets. I've recently restocked, so that's cool. I've also lowered prices on rockets and books up there. I haven't really shown this place off too much. But yeah, here we go. Everything is cheaper now. Or it should be. I still have to adjust things like sharpness 5. I'm gonna lower that to 4 diamonds real quick. And we also have things like unbreaking 3 now. So we're over here to start construction on a golden carrot store because we have a chest that is obscured by the rocket shop and the squid shop and the shulker shop. So I'm actually going to build something proper for it, and I've got something pretty cool planned. I don't know how it's going to turn out on the server, but it's for this 22 by 20 space, and we'll see how it goes. So to begin with, we're just going to build with andesite as kind of a base, and then we're going to have the second floor, which is where the shop is. Going to have a first floor for, you know, personal business stuff. Yeah, apparently we're having a convention at my house. Anyway, while these two are fighting and possibly dragging me into this, I am pretty happy with how this has turned out. Just, you know, on the server, I obviously have this built-in creative. Not all of it, but a good majority of it, so I know where we're going with this. I kind of went for a, I guess, European style, as if, you know, I know anything about that. But we have this kind of lower layer where, you know, there's not a lot going to be here. It's going to be for, like, a personal area. There's going to be a personal area, some stairs, and then up top we will have the actual shop. Alright, that is the exterior of this build completely done from the looks. I've gone ahead and put in a few bushes and some grass. You know, I'm not sure when they added this, but they now have it so that bone meal can generate double tall grass, which personally I'm not a fan of. I'd rather they kept it the way it was, but whatever, you know. Can't stop progress. Anyways, in the last clip we were building the roof and I knocked out a bunch of lighting, and it has been since replaced with these lanterns. This now has a door, employees only. This is kind of a personal retreat for me in the player shops, so I can do some organizing for all my shops, keep extra stock, that kind of thing. You know, it's not just for this shop. And up here, we have some quartz stairs because I just didn't want to leave it like a blank yellow wall. Plus, I thought this would encourage me to stay away from building against a wall because I tend to do that, you know. So I'd have to actually build in the middle of the room. And then we have a nice pattern of lanterns. There are some dark spots that get down to 7. We don't have to worry about that. You'll see why. And also, this is a mushroom fields biome, so don't have to worry about that anyways. Right now, though, it is actually time to put some kind of identification on this shop, because right now it's just a yellow building with a brown top, you know? So we're going to go up here and put a little, I guess, logo on it. So let's see here. We put that here. Is that in the right spot? Yes, it is. And there we go. That's a little carrot, if you couldn't tell. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, you know, building on such a small scale. It's hard to do something that's very detailed, but I think it's nice. I also had to go hunting for acacia wood for that, but that's besides the point. Anyway, up here, I'm gonna just explain my vision real quick. Right here, we're gonna have a little counter, and this is where people will pay right now. I just have the building materials, like, you know, the leaves for what was just out there, and then this is the materials we've gone through. So, like, andesite for the path there, and, you know, lanterns up here, and then, you know, just my shulker box and stuff like that. So, first, we're going to start off with the counter, because that is what people are going to see when they first come in. So, we're actually going to have a clerk behind the counter in the form of a villager, which means I have to transport a villager all the way over here, which will be nice. But I've already transported one villager today. What's another one? I sold one to Felipe, which is an odd thing to do since they are technically alive. Well, at least in Minecraft terms. So, you know, let's not get into the morals of it. In order to prevent him from escaping, we are going to have a little glass barrier here that prevents him from just jumping over the counter, which wouldn't be very cool if he did, because he would probably just get killed by a zombie. And then to finish this off, we just put a bunch of signs, which also helps to conceal the lectern. And no, those V's are not meant to be there. The reason they are there is because V is the key I use to crouch. Why? Because that's where my thumb rests. And then B is Optifine Zoom. And it looks like someone's visiting. And we just finish off the counter with 2 sea pickles and a piece of bamboo, just to give it a bit more flavor. Next, we're going to have a little seating area, because there was an empty space behind the stairs, and you know what? It's just nice to have. So, a little chair, table, and then some on the other side, just to balance it out. Perfect. Next, we're going to want to build some shelves, so we can actually hold our product. So we're just going to start here, like this. And it's going to be 2 kind of tiers of shelves, like this. And then there go the barrels. This, we're not actually going to put anything on. We could, but I don't think it would really fit, because it would be too close to lanterns, and, you know, I don't want that particularly. So that's how we're doing it. Just like this. And there we go. That's one shelf down. Now we do have a bit of an empty space here. Not big enough for another one of these. But we can just do this. And that way it's semi-symmetrical because you have a 2 space here and a 2 space there. And there we go. That's all the shelving we'll need. It's probably way more than enough capacity for what we're selling, golden carrots. So yeah, I'm happy with this. There's a little lane down here, you know. Each of these might have 9 stacks if I can amass that much. And then come out here and check out. And this is my book full of the materials that I had to gather for this, which I can now get rid of. And yeah, that's interesting. So there we go. Now nothing's in the book. And that is it, almost complete. Just to get rid of one of the more prominent dark spots here, we're going to put a little carpet with a pixel art of a carrot, and I appear to have done that wrong. Is that it? Looks like a carrot to me. Yeah, that's it. So there we go. Some nice lighting, and you know, this area is still a bit dark, but it's around 8, 7, so because, again, mushroom fields, we don't have to worry about that. And there we go. We can see the roof of a McDonald's. Quite a stunning view, huh? And a chicken. There's been a bit more activity around here lately, so it's nice to see. Now all we have to do is write this book and the book downstairs. Ding ding ding. And actually stock the store, which luckily we do already have a golden carrot store to quote-unquote raid just down here. Ta-da! Oh wow, okay. Yeah, you know what I was saying about it being sold out constantly? Well, there you go. Let's check fireworks. Ooh, nice. Looks like they're buying the duration one, even though they're all the same price. Interesting. I'm gonna have to restock this hopefully soon. We'll see. What's this place doing? This is... Here we go. Oh, this is an interesting book. Okay. Okay, so just sand for gravel, huh? I wouldn't call it a shop. It's just, you know, an exchange. Although, I suppose that's what all shops are, as currency is a store of value, among other things. And while we're in the shopping area, we can go ahead and check for more sales. Pretty good. We never have to check these because they're always empty. But, you know, that's to be expected. It's just, you know, who's using Prismarine as a building block. And there's a new build here, which I just showed, but I'm going to blur that because, you know, don't want to spoil anything. But there's a Blaze Rod shop here. Here we go. And it's 1 diamond for 9 stacks, which is actually, it's just kind of a steal in my opinion. So there we go. Some nice Blaze Rods. And let's see, does McDonald's have anything yet? They were going to be selling golden carrots, which, you know, I hope they don't, because I'm selling golden carrots and have been quite profitably for a long time. And now we actually have a good home for them. And here is another MateyMaps build. It's actually in collaboration with Oil Company 3000. It would appear to be a concrete convictor mart. Okay, well, so it's a concrete shop. You can move and edit this book. FEI, that's for Felipe. Oh, that's not a full stack. Interesting. Looks pretty decently stocked. It's 1 diamond for 2 stacks, so they're grouped together quite nicely. I would like to see, you know, purple concrete, but, you know, we all want what we can't have, so let's see. Do we have an ender chest in here? That would be nice. Oh, yes we do. Okay, concrete. I made this shulker box especially for this. So let's see, let's store these blaze rods and start stocking up on concrete. Oof, looks like we don't have enough space for all of them. So we're gonna have to make some sacrifices, probably get rid of brown in favor of a bit of magenta. And then these 3 are probably my least used, so we're gonna keep those just at our base with 1 stack in the concrete shulker box. So there you go, Max. Some nice concrete purchasing, except for purple. And there we go. With the addition of Geoff, the store is now complete. It's all stocked up. Every chest has 7 stacks of golden carrots, except for this one. I am 3 short, but I've been working my way up to getting some more. So now we can just put these in here and then boom. Everything is stocked. Incredible. And our little guy up here, he's not a librarian, so he is a stonemason or whatever, you know. It's associated with the stonecutter. He sells bricks, so if anyone wants to buy bricks, there you go. He won't be able to restock, so we don't have to worry about people trading with him too much. And we have the book here. So welcome, 1 diamond for 64 carats. Leave diamonds in the chest behind the counter. That is this one. Very easy to reach and very accessible. Those are synonyms. And then please do not let Geoff off, or Geoff out. He's not allotted any off time. So enjoy the 24-hour shifts. Oh, there's also an ender chest back there that I used. The only thing we haven't done is this area, employees only. And then there you go, Kevin's carrots. Alliteration is quite nice. And of course, we've gotten rid of the old golden carrot store. Now, Geoff was a bit of a pain to get in here, but I have built some more infrastructure to help with transportation of villagers, namely, more nether infrastructure. So we have a nice little portal here now. Instead of the stone brick corners, I actually have something that makes sense for our base. The gray concrete, the quartz, the white glass, all that, and an ice bridge that I just kind of threw together. This is quite long and something I've been meaning to do either by ice bridge or rail, so we now have this in. And it doesn't quite lead to the player shops. It goes just past here to my other house, which I have actual plans for, don't you worry. But we're probably going to get into that next time, or maybe after that. But for now, I am out of time, and I've been recording this for way too long. These things take me like a week to do, which is kind of crazy, but, you know, it is what it is. So, see you next time. Bye.